I actually really enjoyed this episode of Raw. I thought everything was pretty good, apart from the women's match, which actively frustrated me. But this main event segment, Jerry Lawler involvement aside, was really terrific. And actually, one of the better contract signing segments in a long time.
When you announce a contract signing for TV, I lose interest because I've seen 1,000 of them over the last 10 years. Like I'm kind of over contract signings. I think it's quite a lazy way to do it. It's why I really enjoyed AEW doing the weigh-in instead. I thought that felt like a different way of doing the exact same thing, but in a different presentation. But this was great. This was really, really great, and it was all down to just. And I feel like I'm a broken record when I say this. It's the characters were there. Like Drew was a great character. Seth's promo was absolutely brilliant, where he was putting over Drew and says, like, one day you will be a great champion. But we don't need a great champion right now. We need a leader, and I'm a leader. Am I being clear? And Drew said, yeah, it is clear. It's clear you're full of ass. Oh,
Said a naughty word.
Said a naughty word. Get him over.
Yeah, and just the way Seth carries himself as well. I thought I had my favorite Messiah look down, which is the sort of leather jacket and the top knot and the beard. I love that look and the glove. And then he comes out dressed for a funeral in a black suit, black tie, white shirt, one singular black glove. He's got it full of Vaseline, Curly. I thought he looked so awesome. He looks like he's walked straight out of an anime. He looks like he could be a member of that Japanese promotion faction I can't say the name of. I'll just say LIJ.
He looked like one of a baddie from Final Fantasy VII. Like I thought he looked rad, and so Seth finally signs the contract, and Drew smashes his head into the table, gives him the Glasgow kiss, and from out of nowhere ran bloody Buddy Murphy. Thank Seth, they're back together. And it was so great. And then Seth looked at him there, this look of they haven't seen each other in weeks, months. And I was like, is there a turn? And he just grabbed and hugged him tight to be like, I'm so glad you're back. And then Buddy Murphy throws Seth out of the way so he can take the Claymore. Loved this segment.
It was really, really good. And I think you're right. It all comes down because, you can put fancy, as you've seen, like you can have crowds there, you can have pyro, you can have loads of people running in and superficial spots. But really, if you've got the fundamentals, which are two diametrically opposed characters, and that's what Drew and Seth are right now. You've got Seth as this almost, 90s action movie, really good villain. And Drew is the everyman babyface coming up no, I've had enough of you. It's really cathartic to see it all play out. And
just see him ruin everything.
Oh no. But yeah, I thought this was exemplary stuff. And I totally agree with the contract signing stuff from 15 years. Really, it's become such a trope They managed to bring all the drama of those backstage sit-down interviews, which work so much better as pre-filmed segments than they do live in the ring in front of an audience. They brought all of that intensity into the ring here. So now I'm thinking, did WWE just accidentally reinvent their own contract signing formula? So in the future, I hope they really look at this segment as how they can adapt it for a live audience in the future.
Yeah, I thought it was great. Really, really, really cool segment.